When my wife Lena looked me straight in the eyes and said, "It's not cheating, it was just a party, even your brother was there," something inside me didn't just break, it hardened. The sentence sounded rehearsed, calm, defensive, like she had been practicing it in the mirror before I walked through the door. I stood in our kitchen, still in my office clothes, briefcase hanging from my fingers, watching her sip wine like nothing had happened. But something had happened. I could smell it, not perfume, not guilt, something worse, indifference. "You didn't answer my calls," I said quietly. "It was loud," she shrugged. "Music, people, you're overthinking." Overthinking, that word again. I had been overthinking for months. The late-night work meetings, the new dresses, the sudden gym obsession, the way she guarded her phone like it held state secrets. Every time I asked, I was insecure, paranoid, dramatic. And now this party. My own brother Daniel had posted photos on social media. A rooftop party downtown. Lena, in a red dress I had never seen before, her hand on some guy's chest in one photo, her laughing too hard in another, Daniel standing in the background, grinning like he was in on the joke. When I asked Daniel about it earlier that day, he laughed. "Relax, man, it was just a party. Don't be that jealous husband." Jealous husband. I wasn't jealous, I was humiliated. That night, Lena went to bed without another word. I stayed in the living room, staring at the dark screen of my phone. I didn't cry, I didn't yell, I didn't confront her again. Instead, I started planning. I've always believed revenge is best served cold. Not loud, not emotional, surgical. The first thing I did was call Daniel the next morning. "Bro, I'm sorry," I said, forcing a sigh into my voice. "I think I overreacted." He sounded relieved. "See, I told you, you're stressing over nothing." "I trust you," I added, "and I trust Lena." That lie tasted bitter. Over the next few weeks, I became the perfect husband. Flowers, random date nights, compliments. I even suggested Lena host another party at our place. She looked surprised. "You're okay with that?" "Of course," I smiled. "I don't want to be controlling." Her eyes softened. She thought she had won. What she didn't know was that I had already hired a private investigator. I didn't want suspicions. I wanted facts. It took only 12 days. The investigator sent me photos and videos. Lena wasn't just flirting at parties. She had been seeing the same man for 3 months. Hotel rooms, his apartment, public displays of affection like they were teenagers in love. And Daniel? He knew. There was footage of the two of them at a bar with Lena and the guy. Daniel shaking his hand, laughing, covering for her. My own brother. I didn't scream. I didn't punch walls. I just felt something shift permanently inside me. Family betrayal hits differently. So I escalated my plan. Lena loved appearances. She loved admiration. She loved being seen as the charming, flawless wife. Daniel loved his reputation too. The responsible older brother, the family golden child. So I decided to give them both what they loved most, an audience. A month later, Lena hosted another rooftop party, this time at our house. She invited friends, co-workers, and of course, Daniel. Even the man she was sleeping with showed up, introduced casually as a friend from the gym. I played along beautifully. I shook his hand. "Nice to finally meet you," I said. He didn't know that I knew. That was the beauty of it. Around 10 p.m., when the music was loud and drinks were flowing, I clinked my glass. "Hey everyone," I called out with a smile. "Can I have a moment?" Lena looked confused but amused. She thought I was about to give a sweet husband speech. "I just want to thank you all for coming," I continued, "especially my brother Daniel, who's always been there for us." Daniel raised his drink. "And of course," I added, turning toward Lena, "my amazing wife, who believes that parties are never cheating, especially when family is there to supervise." A few people laughed awkwardly. Lena's smile faltered. "That's why," I continued, pulling out a small remote from my pocket. "I thought it would be fun to share some memories from the past few months." Her face went pale. I pressed the button. The large outdoor projector screen behind us flickered to life. The first image. Lena kissing her gym friend outside a hotel. Silence fell instantly. The second image. Them entering his apartment building. The third. Daniel at the bar with them, clinking glasses. Gasps. Murmurs. Someone whispered, "Oh my God." Lena dropped her wine glass. It shattered on the floor. "What is this?" she stammered. "Just a party," I replied calmly. "Even my brother was there." Daniel's face turned red. "You're insane." "No," I said quietly. "I was insane when I trusted you." The screen continued cycling through evidence. Dates, times, clear as day. The gym friend slipped out the side gate, humiliated. Lena tried to grab my arm. "Turn it off," She hissed. I stepped back. For months, I said loudly enough for everyone to hear. I was told I was overthinking, that I was insecure, that nothing happened. I looked directly at Daniel, and family backed her up. The crowd was frozen between fascination and discomfort. I turned off the projector. I won't make a scene, I said. I won't yell, I won't fight. I just wanted the truth to be public, since the lies were private. Then I walked inside. I had already prepared divorce papers, already separated our finances, already moved half my assets weeks ago. By morning, Lena was gone. She left a note filled with excuses. Mistake. Lonely. You were distant. The usual script. Daniel tried calling me dozens of times. I blocked him. But revenge didn't stop there. I sent copies of the evidence to Daniel's fiancée. She deserved to know what kind of man she was about to marry. I also forwarded selected footage to Lena's parents, not out of cruelty, but clarity. No one would twist this narrative. Within 2 weeks, Daniel's engagement was over. Within a month, Lena realized her gym friend didn't want a relationship, just excitement. Without the secrecy, without the thrill, she was ordinary to him. Meanwhile, I felt lighter than I had in years. People think revenge is about rage. It's not. It's about balance. Months later, I ran into Lena at a grocery store. She looked thinner. Tired. You ruined my life, she said quietly. I looked at her calmly. No, I replied. You did. I just turned on the lights. She had once told me, it's not cheating, it was just a party. Even your brother was there. She thought those words would protect her. Instead, they became the line that destroyed everything she tried to hide. And the best part? I never raised my voice. I never begged. I never chased. I simply let the truth speak. At the perfect party.